Hello, I'm Jorge from Pleexy, and in today's video we're going to be going through how to connect your Google Tasks and your Notion account. So this is very helpful if you have, for example, a customer who uses Notion but you use Google Tasks for your day-to-day work. Or let's say that your family has a Notion workspace and you use Google Tasks for your personal and work tasks, for example. So this is a way of keeping them both synced, right? So what this connection does is it brings all your tasks from Notion and it creates them in your Google Tasks account. So this will obviously avoid you from doing duplicate work, right? And it will save you time at the same time, but it will also allow you to keep focused because you won't have to be changing apps constantly. And it will also give you an overview of everything that you have to do, so you never miss a deadline, right? And you always know what all that you have to do in the end. So cool. Let's just jump straight to it and I'll show you how it works. All right. So first of all, let me show you what I have. Here we're in Pleexy's homepage, right? Now, here in Notion, I have created this page called Google Tasks Connection, and there's a database called Google Tasks Demo. And here you can see my Google Tasks, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in or create my account with Google Tasks. So in Pleexy, you don't need a password or an email. What you need is one of the task managers in order to log into Pleexy with it. And that's the one you're connected. So that's why I hit Google Tasks, because right now we're doing Google Tasks. But if we were doing Todoist, I would have clicked Todoist, right? Makes sense. So now I'm going to create our connection, or Notion connection. This message is important if you want to create multiple connections or if you want to sync projects, which we are not going to do right now. So I'm going to skip it pretty quick. But if you want to do that, please read it. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share I'm going to give Pleexy permissions to read and write in the page that our database is. So yeah, basically we need to authorize Pleexy to read and write because that's what it's going to be doing, right? So here, because I was already testing this before, I already synced this, so this is quick, but sometimes when you click on the database to connect, it might take time, might take some time. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this Notion in demo just to have a clear name, because in case you want to create a few connections, then you're going to need to name them differently to know which one is which, right? This page is very straightforward. So we can select if we want to choose a specific status to sync from Notion. Right now, we're just going to leave it as any status. And when tasks are completed, they're going to be put in done, right? We are not syncing projects in this case, so we can ignore this part. There are other resources and videos and articles where we go through the projects setup. So if you have a question about that, please check it out. Or contact us in the in-app chat. We're always here to help, and yeah, you get it. Now here we have created this safeguard so that you just don't sync a lot of tasks by mistake. Right now I'm gonna put anyone, but normally by default what we have is that you only sync tasks that are assigned to you. Right? In this case, when I change it to anyone, you can see that it found 3 pages that are the 3 pages that are here. These 3, right? And if I go and click preview tasks, it's going to show me the ones that it's going to sync, right? Right return report, review budget, and one policy hold. So yeah, now that we have viewed them, let me go to the next page. Here, you can select how you want your tasks to be created, right? And you're going to say Notion, and let's add an emoji just for fun of it, right? So now what I did is all of the tasks are going to have this prefix. So they're going to be called Notion, metal hand, I don't know how that's called, and then the name of the task. And here, because we have added a date, sorry, let me go to Notion, I show you, we have added a date field, then we can sync date, but we haven't created a text field in the database, so we have no text to sync. So that's why we have this difference here. Then in the destination, we select if we want to create a new list or we want to create a tasks is in an existing list. I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to create it in my tasks. Very straightforward. If you want to explore this, again, if you have questions, resources, or contact us. And last, these are basic sync options where you choose if you want to do the same both sides or no. So we give you that control as well. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go and save. Because we're dealing with APIs, sometimes this process of creating tasks takes a bit of time. So we are going to have to wait a couple minutes. And it should be happening now. Okay, there you go. Pleexy is showing us that it created 3 tasks. You can always, whenever you have questions about if something happened or not, you can always come here to the history and it will show you everything that has happened with your connection. So as you can see, it's showing me the template that we defined before and then the name of the task, right? And if I go to Google Tasks, I'm going to see the 3 of these. And because review budget has a date, it's showing us tomorrow, right? What we can do as well, let's say this, well, I'm filming this video very late in December, so you can see that the year is almost done. Happy New Year. And this is going to be done for New Year's, which probably will never happen in real life, but let's just stay with it. And I'm going to go ahead and complete this task here. And the review budget one, I'm also going to move it here to done. And as I was telling you before, because sometimes these things take a bit of time, because we're dealing with different APIs with 3 different digital products talking to each other. And there's a lot of factors that affect the speed of a connection. Sometimes this might take 1 minute or a couple minutes, right? So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to stop this right now and I'll be back in a couple minutes. So see you in a bit. All right. So we're back. Yeah, I just took a short break, like a bathroom break, and I was back and everything was done. So as I mentioned before, here in the history, you can see everything that happened. So let's go through it and then we go to our Google Tasks and Notion and see what happened. So here we can see that one-on-one with Jorge was completed from Google Tasks to Notion. So it's not going to show up in Google Tasks anymore, right? And in Notion, it's going to show up in the done column. Then also the right churn report was added a due date, which is December 31st, right? And then from Notion to Google Tasks, the review budget task was completed. So we had 3 tasks and 2 of these were completed. So in Google Tasks, we're just going to see right churn report. And also in Notion, we're going to see right churn report in its column and then the other 2 tasks in the done column, right? So if we go down to Google Tasks, as we can see, we have right churn report. Here We can click it to go to the app, but I'm not going to do that now because here we have it. And as you can see, the right churn report, it's in its column and it got the new date. And review budget and one with Jorge aren't done. So yeah, basically that's how Pleexy works. It brings all your tasks together and it keeps them synced. So you can manage basically everything that you need to do from one place. You don't have to go crazy going to different apps or whatever. And yeah, please, if you have any questions, just let us know. Contact us via the in-app chat or yeah, we also have like our newsletter and we send emails constantly. If you have issues or whatever, just reach out. We're here to help and I hope this was useful for you. Have a great one and yeah, be productive, be happy. Bye bye.